Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Anela Mota and welcome. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Anela Mota and yeah. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, see you on the next one. So basically, if you're wondering, I am shooting this video on the same day that I shot the life update video. So please go check that one out. That explains everything and why I've been MIA this whole time, and then you can hop right back into this one and then we'll continue. Okay. So I actually wanted to do this video because I was inspired by justKatlego on Instagram when I was watching her video, and I was just like, wow, that is so brave for you to talk about something like that. So I was just like, if you don't know what I'm talking about the insecurity video that she did, and she was talking about her insecurities, yabona. So basically I was just like, I would love to do a video like that, but I'm scared, guys, because she did also say in the video, Buti, when you talk about your insecurities, right, ufake mehlo, like you're drawing, like, what is it, attention to your pinky. I don't know if that makes sense, but then before, people wouldn't have noticed or wouldn't have paid attention. So that's why I was just a little bit skeptic about it. But I was just like, dude, he's cool or whatever. But I'm just gonna do the video because I just felt like, oh my gosh, I would love to do a video like that and just lay bare and be for the taking, because it be like that sometimes. So I thought that I should maybe sit down as well. Maybe someone as well is gonna take something from it. And even if people don't, but it's just my truth and my insecurities, everybody has. So let's just get right into the video. So basically, guys, like, some of them I'm not as insecure about now anymore. I feel like I should be closing the windows because I feel like I have
nosy neighbors and jiggy uyobuhamba studying bathi konje, and now people feel like they know you. Nah, sweetheart.
But anyway, let's move on to insecurity number 1. Yeah, I feel like I'm still, but I feel like I kind of should, because now I wouldn't view myself the way I view myself now. If I'd still be like, ugh. Granted, some of them I'm still trying to move around them. Like, I don't wear certain things, but they're just not like in my head a lot. With, oh no, I'm not so aware of them. With, like back in the day, guys, I feel like you guys don't understand. Like, it was so bad to the point where I do funny things, and I'm gonna get to the funny things that I used to do back in the day, right? But let me get into the video. Sure. So my first insecurity was my smile, right? So yes, you are. So basically, those who know my mom or those who know me in real life know what I look like my mother. So if you see my mother, you see me. If you see me, you see my mother. We look okay, not exactly the same because we're years apart. Okay, not years apart, bitch, but we're years apart, yeah. So I basically have, especially facial features. I'm not going to talk about personality because we also have similarities there, but facial features, like, we have similar facial features, you know. So my smile, like, so I have small teeth. I don't know if you guys can tell. I have small teeth. So let me show you. I don't know if you can tell, but anyway, so back in I think in grade 7, right, I was close, okay, close, or I was around people who had longer teeth. You know those people who, when they smile, like when they smile perfectly or they're laughing, the most you'll see from their teeth, like out of the teeth, from their teeth, is this much. So it lets you know ukuthi they continue, like they longer. So my teeth are tiny, like this, like mancane, right? Yeah, it's your heart. It's your heart. So here, so I'd never used to. I don't even now. I'm just like, now I just don't like to smile because I feel like it expands my face. But like in pictures, I don't like to smile because I feel like it expands my face. But I do it a lot in probably videos, but not in like pictures because I feel like it expands my face. But I don't mind smiling. Back in the day,
Catch me dead. Catch me dead.
smiling in a picture. What? What? So I used to smile like this, literally. So I'd give the illusion, a good tea. I have my teeth are longer and they're not as small as they appear. So when I'd laugh, guys, it was automatic. Eh? So I used to be like, so it looks like makulu, but they're not. They're actually really tiny. So, and then one day in grade 10, I'll never forget this, right? There was this other girl called Usne. She said, Zanele, your teeth are so tiny, they're cute. Let me tell you something. From that day onwards, guys, I ran with it. I ran with that whole, your teeth are cute, you've got cute teeth like never before. I'm gonna run with this till the wheels fall off. You understand? I'm gonna ride with this till the wheels fall off. She was like, your teeth are so tiny. They're so tiny. Mangane, they're so cute. I was like, I've never heard that before. Like I was so used to people saying, oh, you have small teeth, and then it pointed out, so that made me insecure. I don't know what's the word, so aware of them, and I'd cringe, right? So I wouldn't smile and things like that. But now, honey, yeah, things you tell my things, I don't need, like, I love to smile now. I'm just like, I don't know. And also my nickname at school was Smiley, so I don't know. She said they really did see my teeth that are, maybe because when I laugh, I kind of avoid it. So my teeth are there, but I was very insecure about my teeth. But now I'm just like, well, my teeth are my best physical features, you know. So like now that when people ask what do you like the most about maybe your face, I'm like, oh, I love my smile. Now I'm just like, sweetheart, why have you been hiding your smile from the world? These people deserve to know. Like now I'm just like, and like I'm now gonna sit here and apologize for saying that, because for the longest time it was hard for me to even smile. But now I'm just like, my second insecurity is my nose, or was my nose. So literally my nose is fairly big. I don't know. When people say you have a big nose, name, basically, and let's say someone with a small nose says you have a big nose. How do they know what their nose is not small? Like, how do they know what this is not the normal size nose? But anyway, I see collab. basically, my nose is just like my mom's nose. I feel like it's so big. I used to feel like it's so big, but now I just don't even care about it. Like, I just don't even care about it. If you make fun of it, it's like, it's whatever, I won't die. But because it's, I think certain things are like so similar to my mom's, and she's like a resilient, strong woman. So I'm just like, I come from a strong woman. So like something like that for me is so inspiring. It's so like, oh wow, I'm actually proud of it. I'm like,
Chief. Chief, we're in a pandemic, eh?
Chief, we in a pandemic, Chief. I can't be thinking about it, Chief. And even before, because I actually started to accept certain things, because I think I wasn't so obsessed. I wasn't obsessive. I wasn't obsessing over it every day. It was, oh my gosh, my big nose, my big in. Yeah, well, another insecurity of mine, wow, was my hands, sweetheart. Well, it's not my hands. I don't know if I can say my hands or my fingers, but my fingers, right? I don't know if you guys can see. Like, basically, I always used to say this one is my best hand and this is my left hand. So this is my ring finger hand, right? My fingers, they start off skinny, then they expand, right? They go down and they expand. Even Hirikant, start off tiny, then they expand. But they're not even the same. They're not even sisters, twins. They basically cousins. They're not even cousins. They are neighbors. And then the other's neighbor's house burned down. So basically, baqalele phansi. Kwenzakala. Literally, guys. I used to go to Assemblies of God. And they would be like, Phakamisani izandla. I'd be like, literally. Because you know how people are like, I feel like I can't copy them. They're like, literally, this is how Phakamisa izandla zami. Literally, I was so insecure about them. I was like this. But phezulu vule uNkulunkulu, accept the blessings. Thathi ibusiso. I'm like, I was just like, nyalwa till the end. Nyalwa bazalwane. Nyalwa. I was like this. And sometimes I wouldn't even pick up my right hand, because my right hand, my middle finger, right, it has this thingy here. Like the pen presses here, so it goes down. Like, it's just, I feel like it was my worst hand, or is my worst hand. So until I got to a point where I was just like this. Now it was like sideways, never like this, honey, like this. I'd rather have you see this side, like this side, like this. I'd be like this. So I'm doing. I'd be like, yeah, hallelujah. People are like, My and pass. I'd be like, thank you, Jesus, because like I just felt like they were so big. Like, I feel like my hands are so big, and they're so, like, on top of being big, like here, on top of being so big, and we are our biggest critics. So I feel like they're so big, and on top of that, my fingers were chubby. So I was just like, me, I can't. I was like, I can't. So I was just like, Until I'll never forget. I feel like I'm gonna name drop so many people right now. We're in a basic transport team, right? And then I was sitting next to this other girl called Katie, and she was like, we were talking about, because she has really nice fingers or hands, and she was like, she was like, she had these, you know those people with like long slender fingers. Her fingers were like that, so it's like really nice. So it was, when she had like manicure on, like her nails on, they would pop. So me, Sweetheart, I just had short fingers, thick and big hands. That's just how I felt. So she was like, your hands actually look like sausages. Let me tell you, that day, sweetheart, in that transport, I was like, sausages are short, they're cute, I'ma run with that until the wheels fall off. Till that day, never look back. Till that day, never looked back. I was like, actually, with a little bit of lotion, you'll be okay, sweetheart. You'll be okay. Like, with a little bit of lotion, you'll be alright. With a little bit of nail polish there, you'll be alright. Siyabangena, siyaba-enter, asiphumi, kuyakhishwa, bakhipha thina, zivali club, siyayivula, raise the roof. Yeah, okay, no. But yeah, basically, that's just what happened. And then after that, I was just like, but I still have problems where I'm just like, rings, certain rings don't fit. Like, if I'm not a custom ring, obviously, but then like, you know, from maybe like Lovisa, and then you're like, oh, you can't find a ring that fits, and you have problems like that because I do have chubby fingers, but it doesn't bother me as much anymore because we're in a pandemic. Another insecurity of mine that I used to have. Sweetheart is going down the list. Wow, I am going down the list. Okay, I had in grade 8 where it was athletics day, and then we were barefoot, right? I don't know if that teacher had a foot fetish or what, but that's a collabo. My friend keeps on texting me, Dumelo, I'm recording, bruv. Onto the teacher that had a foot fetish. No, I'm kidding. Or did she? No, I'm kidding. Or am I? No, really, I'm kidding. No, so basically, oh my gosh, it really keeps on blowing my phone up, and now I'm just like, I'm not concentrating. I'm so sorry, guys. So basically, thick hands or chubby fingers, chubby feet, and it'd be like that. Oh yes, and I've actually got big feet, so I was just like, I chief, and it was like, Zarena, why is your thumb? Is it your bonzo? What is it? Your toe, your big toe? Yes. Why is your big toe so big? So it was a hee hee ha ha moment. So you know, as kids can be mean, and it goes with you for the rest of your life, bro. For the rest of your life. And we're still puberty times, you know, grade 8. So, and it's like it stays in your heart, right? And then it builds a house, and then it stands there, and then every time that something goes wrong or you're not feeling so confident in yourself, it creeps up. So it's like, well, Belle, you do have a bond on cool, so don't forget. So it's things like that, you know, that bother me. But then now I'm just like, actually I have cute toes, but I still have big feet. But that one I'm with that one. I'm still trying to learn. I'm still trying to move around them because honestly, especially with sneakers, yes, I want to kusebenza over time. Over time, because I feel like I'll literally be wearing like skinny jeans. You know how they hug your, like, what is it? Like they hug your thingy, your what is this? Calf. The calf. Gonna log. And then now you have sneakers which is like this big, because it's probably like it's like a size 7. So now it's this long. Sometimes it's not even size 7, but it's a size 6, and then it comes across this long, like my Air Force Ones come across this long, and then it looks bigger than what it is, bigger than the size that it actually is. It might be a size 6, but it looks like a size 9. So you just like, I think there's these Air Force Ones that I'm learning. I'm a work in progress. I'm learning to love, but I'm just like, sweetheart, Like literally they're so long, and I think also because I bought a big size, like yeah, they were big size, so now I'm even more insecure. I'm like young girl. Again, with those ones, I feel like everybody's looking at me when I'm wearing them, and I'm just like, I feel like, you know, some of these things are in your head. Really, if we be keeping it a buck, they're in your head, but you can't shake the feeling that everybody's staring at you. Everybody can tell you're actually wearing a size. It might be a size 7, but it looks like a size 9, so people think it's a size 9, and it's like, as much as you should just tell yourself just, so who cares? But it's like, now I'm like watching my back, like mangaphumi njala siyaphuma lesicathulo, my mind starts racing and things like that. So yeah, I think the last insecurity I'll talk about is the second last, my cheeks. So it's no secret, you can tell, since I've been talking so much, I feel like that should be the first thing I spoke about, so it was just out of the way. Sweetheart. So literally, I feel like I feel like I have big cheeks. So when I smile, I think that's another reason that I don't like to smile in pictures, because when I smile, this is what happens, and then that, I feel like, expands my face. I feel like that expands my face, and then when that happens, I'm just like, now I look like I have a big face, forehead situation, head. So I'm just like, that's why you'll find me smiling like this. I'll try and, like, you know, hi nyan. Just like, okay, not like that. I'm so annoying. But basically like that. Okay. The last insecurity that I'll talk about are my legs, my thighs. Okay, it's not really my legs, my thighs, right? And I'll tell you something that made me get over. I feel like these ones, I know how I got over the insecurity, or it's not as bad anymore. It's not even as, before it was there like 98%, now it's at 2, or even on a worse day it's at 5, right? Let me tell you why. I have thick thighs that save lives. Anyway, enough about my thick thighs. Enough about my thick thighs. That's it. Enough about my thick thighs that save lives. Did I say that properly still? No. Enough about my thick thighs that save lives. Yes. So I have thick thighs, right? Last year I lost so much weight. Last year around Feb I lost so much weight, but I still had thick thighs. I could feel like sometimes when I lose weight on my body, I can feel like the jeans, but okay, I've lost weight like by the thigh area, the legs area, right? But it's still thick thighs. So with that being said, I'm just like, and I have cellulite on my thighs, so now it just doesn't even bother me anymore, because now I'm more worried about the insecurities that are happening internally. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. Like, the things that I would have to work on internally. So things that are seen with the naked eye don't affect me as much anymore, or even at all on most days. Back in the day, when you'd say, yo, when I'm pulling, I would be like, but now I'm just like, okay. Oh, and other days, that's on a bad day. But on a good day, I'm like, Is that the best you can do? Literally, come better next time. Literally, I'm just like, come better next time. Cause but anyway, I miss this thing. That's another insecurity now I have because I'm like, what the fuck is this? But anyway, the reason I got over my thick thighs and I actually started loving my legs was because of because of this other guy called Sfiso. He said I had nice legs. This was in grade 11. He said I had nice legs. And I was like, really? That was the first time I had that compliment. He's like, you had nice legs. And it was like, you know when someone genuinely compliments you and says, you actually have nice legs. And in my high school, we'd wear like, what is it? In the summer, we'd wear short skirts. So your legs are out. Literally. So it was a genuine compliment as opposed to niggas who be like, or guys would be like, oh mamacita, my bebeza, my size. This is cut 11 to 12. But come back, Zanella, why are you being so petty here? Because men annoy me sometimes. But anyway, he said, Guti, you actually have nice legs. I was like, really? I actually wasn't sure if he was talking to me as much as it was just me and him on the street. I was like, are you sure? He's like, yeah, you have really nice legs. I was like, actually, maybe I do. And then there was this one time and then that's something that planted the seed. And then there was this one time we were I was sitting with like my classmates and my schoolmates, basically these other girls, and people were talking about their birthmarks and stuff, right? So I was just like, I guess I don't have a birthmark. I guess I just don't have a birthmark, because people's birthmarks will either be like a small little patch there or a small one there, small thingy there. So I was just like, I don't know. I guess I don't have one, right? Your girl thought wrong. So one day, this is great in grade 7. This was an incident before this Fiso incident, right? It wasn't an incident, but this Fiso stuff. So she was like, this other girl was like, what is that on your leg? Because I have my leg, right, is 2 colors. So I don't want to show you guys my legs because I don't know you're like that. I'm not even jala pale. It's not that kind of show. It's not no OnlyFans. Like this. Yeah, now you can see. So they're like, Zanella, what is that on your foot? Your leg, man. Sorry. I was like, I really don't know. I've moved around my life just looking at this, and it's like my birthmark. I have a whole birthmark that's dedicated to my left leg. Like my ayiki 2x2 one for sorila. Literally, it's 2x2. Not ayiki one for sor. I have a whole birthmark that's dedicated to my left leg. Like literally. And I thought, what was this? Because for the longest time, I don't know what it just never clicked in my head. This could be a birthmark. So I went home this one time because I was really like, what the hell is this on my leg? Because I've had it growing up, obviously. Because my mom is shady. Like, that woman is like problematic, guys. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you what she said. Hey, I didn't do it. She literally said, let me come closer. She said, Khathu sesemncane ngakushiya elangeni, ngakukhohlwa elangeni so washisa langa, ngakukhumbula langa selishonile. Like, she said it with no smile. And I was like, did this woman really leave me in the sun? And forget me in the sun? And then came back, ilanga masel shona or sil shonile, and she'd be like, where my child at? But I guess she was joking because clearly her sense of humor is unmatched. It's unmatched. Because things like that do happen. Literally. So I was just like, are you serious? She's like, oh no man, that's your birthmark. So I was like, really? Now she's like, I love my birthmark. So I was just like, I think that's something that made me like love my thingy, love my leg, because I was like, oh, this birthmark is actually it's hot, cute, and all things nice, sweetheart. So I was just like, yeah, boo, yeah, boo. I was like, Now I'm just like, and then I had your little stretch marks. I have stretch marks. They don't faze me as much as only when I'm wearing bikinis that I'm like, oh, okay. But it don't faze me as much. But like real, like that's basically. I think. Also, I don't know, as much as I touched on this earlier in the video before, Guti, I don't focus on them anymore. Or they don't faze me as much anymore, and I don't know how I got over it. But now I focus on like things that used to be a problem for me, but now I really love, like my smile, like my hands. Sometimes it's like, oh, sweetheart. I'm like, Nkomba so. I'm like, yeah. But before, catch me dead. Ngeke uzongibone. You won't bone me. Or not bone. Oh. So annoying. But anyway, catch me dead. So now I'm just like, oh, okay. I'm like, okay. I don't really care about it. Like now I'm just like, oh, my hands are actually really cute, especially when I wash my hands, put on some lotion, they feel so soft. I'm like, seven again. On my teeth, I'm like, oh, they're cute, got a beautiful smile. And also recently I just found out I have beautiful eyes, right? I literally just found out. This other guy was just like, actually, oh wow, apila. So I was like, really? I was like, oh my gosh, I've never heard that one before. I've heard like you have a nice smile, or yeah, I've heard nice smile, but I've never heard someone say have a beautiful you have beautiful eyes. So I went to my ex. I was like, dude, how come you never told me I had beautiful eyes? I was like, look at me coming up with the heat. I came with the heat. I was like, how come you never told me I had beautiful eyes? He's like, I never told you you had beautiful eyes. I just said you had a beautiful face. I was like, oh, you forgiven then. But anyway, so basically, as much as I was inspired by justKatlego to do this video, I just wanted to show you guys, good see. I think focus on the things that you love about yourself, and the other things won't matter as much. They won't matter as much. Like if you have beautiful eyes. Basically, I just wanted to make this video and just let you know what is sonke again. There's things that most of us are also insecure about, especially when you're struggling with internet and you're struggling with maybe in a sister school, and then you just feel like it's just something happens. You like, how come? Now you start comparing yourself. We all have insecurities as funny. Maybe the person that you're looking at and is looking at you and saying, I wish I had her eyes, because you have beautiful eyes to them and you don't even see that. Or they're like, oh, I wish I had her skin. Now what? So it's like, let's rock. Literally, I was like, it be like that sometimes, eh? There's gonna be days where you're just like, oh, why my thighs like this? Then there's gonna be days like, Tim Visitang. What's in the menu? Oh, thighs? Okay. Literally. And then there's gonna be days also like that are just gonna be like, oh, what's in the menu? Curl up and die. Oh, okay. But hopefully those days are not consecutive, are not an ongoing thing. That's all I'm gonna say. But guys, thank you for watching the video. Thank you for watching until the very end. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm your girl, Zanele Mota. And see you on the next one. And sorry for being gone for so long. Your girl gonna be back soon with another banger. But anyway, thank you to those who have been watching my videos, been subscribing. I am back now to stay. And it's a pandemic, guys, out here. Bye guys. Cling cling.